Alright, so welcome back to the last day of the holidays design challenge with Xpress-Pixels. Today is also the 100th day, and today we'll be doing the last flyer design for the whole of the 100 days. Alright, so without wasting much of our time, let's just dive into what we have for today, okay? So today I'm working with millimeters, or you can work with inches any which way you want. Okay, let's work with centimeters. So we're working with 40 by 50 centimeters and then create. Good. So the first thing I want to do is let's add a solid color background. So solid color, we'll add a dark shade of green. Alright, good. And then next I want to add is I'm going to go to my shape, rectangle tool, and then I'm just going to drag right across here. Good. I'm going to change the color to white. Alright, now let's try to centralize this. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add some images. Okay, those are designs I've created from the one down to this time, just about 12 of them or 10 of them or so, just few of them. All right, let's do that. So I'll go into my file, grab my resources. Sorry. Okay. I'll start with this, or let's just import everything. 1, then 2. Okay, so we can go like that. 3, let's say 4. Right. 5, 6, let's say 7, 8. Let's just go select everything. 11, 12. And then let's drag it and drop here. So we'll start with this first one. I'm going to reduce the size of this. I'm going to place this here. Alright, place this here and I'm going to reduce the size. Alright, that's good. Now the next one, which is this, I'm going to reduce the size of this and I'm going to place this here. Sorry. I'm going to place this here. Don't forget to import 12 images. Alright, so reduce the size, place this here. Import the next resource. Alright, I'll reduce the size, I'll place this here. Okay, this is the next file. I'm going to reduce the size. I'm going to place this right here at this top corner here. Good. Now the next resource, which is this. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size of this and I'm going to place this here. I'm going to place this here. Alright, the next resource, which is this. For this I need to cut out one part of it. Okay, we'll just hold on these two for now first, these 3 for now. Alright, so let me unsee this. Let's unsee this. Okay. Let's just hit enter, let our images. Okay. Wait, sorry. So let's unsee all the images. We'll start from one, then we'll move up to the next. So I'm going to place this around here. Alright, reduce the size of this, enter. Okay, I'll come to this next image. I'm going to reduce the size of this. I'm going to place this here. Reduce the size. Alright, it takes up this place completely. Alright, that's good. Now this image, alright, this is next. Let's reduce the size, sorry. Place this here. Alright, and let's reduce the size of this. So I'm reducing the size of that and place that there. I'll bring this down a bit. Good. So for this, I'll just take this here, my rectangular marquee tool, click here, Right click and select your rectangular marquee to it. That's all selected. So I'll just come to this image, drag and drop. Alright, so I'll just that place I selected now. Do it to adjust it. I want the main subject to enter. Alright. So I'll just take this and I'll drag it in a bit and place this here. Okay. So let's reduce the size of this. Enter. Good. Now let's work on the next image. Alright, this is it. So let's reduce the size of this. We're just going to reduce the size of this. Place this here. Alright. So we'll still reduce the size. Alright. Let's reduce the size of this. Then let's take this and place this here. Then. Good. Now the next image, which is this. So I'll just reduce the size of this one. I'm going to place this right here. Just reduce the size. Hit enter. The point is we're trying to create like a canvas, but at the same time we're trying to balance all the elements there. Okay. Let's go to the cadaver. I'm going to place this one here. Alright, and I'm going to increase the size of this. Let's place this here. Okay. Alright, so in that case, let's reduce this one. Okay. Good. Good. But alright, so we're going to do a little bit of something here. For this, I'm going to increase this. I want this to start at this point where this cadaver starts from. Alright. So what I'm just going to do with this, I'll still cut, or you can just compress it. Let's just click on shift and then let's press it in. Alright. Now we'll add the next thing. This. So we just need this image part. So I'm going to cut it out. Okay, I can't find the original image I created, the original design I created. I can't find it now. I'm not ready to look for it. So I'm just going to create it. I'm just going to take from this one. So I'm going to reduce the size of this. Place this here. Yeah. And then reduce the size of this. Alright. So I'll still cut this out a bit. I don't want it to overlap on this side. I want it to be balanced on this side. Yeah. So I'm just going to cut this out. Probably at this point here. So Ctrl G. So just select, use our rectangular marquee to select right on that image there. Ctrl G to click on it. And then we'll just make a little bit of adjustment here. So let's reduce this a bit first. And let's reduce this for a bit. Let's reduce this a bit. Good. So what I want to do there is I'll take this. I'm going to increase the size of this. I need balance. I need balance in all of these three images. Okay. Enter. So I'll take this, place this here. Enter. I'm going to take this, place this one here. And then I'm going to take this one, place one here, and increase the size of this. Alright. Also reduce the size of this. Yeah, place this one here. So we increase the size of this a bit. So we drag this one out. Increase the size of this one. Alright. Enter. Good. Sorry. Let's trace this one out. Let's increase this one. Put it back in the position it was. This also, I'm going to increase this out. I'll put it back in the position. Reduce this a bit. So I want it to be balanced. Then this one. And then this one here is going to increase the size of this. Alright. Enter. Good. Now for this one here. So I'm just going to cut this out a bit. I don't want to compress the image so that we don't lose any quality. So the best I can do is cut out the image a bit. Alright. While still retaining, and while cutting, I'll ensure that I don't cut out the subjects. Alright. Good. So we'll do the same with this one also. Balance this at this point, reduce the size. And then this is the last image here. So let's reduce the size of it. Reduce the size of it. Let's place this here. Okay. Reduce the size. Alright. So we'll still reduce this. Alright, now I'll just take my rectangular market. So let's just cut out the excesses. I want it to stop here and here. Alright, and then I'm going to press Ctrl G to create a layer of that. Good. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to increase this one. Alright. I need to take up the extra space. So I'll go to my rectangular market to write on the image that I selected. Then I'm just going to crop. Alright. Good. Alright. So now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Alright. But before I do that, let me just see the background. Then I'll take a screenshot. Shift Control Alt to take a screenshot. Now, right on this screenshot I was taking, I'm going to come here, view and saturation. Then I'm going to right click and create a clipping mask. Alright. What I want to do now, I want it to affect only this image right in front here. I'm going to reduce the saturation. Alright. Then I'm going to go to my filter and I'm going to add noise. Sorry, before I do that, let's ensure this is in black and white. Alright. So black and white. Reduce the saturation to Z -100. Good. So now click on the image. I'll go to filter and then I'm going to add noise. Go to noise. Alright, so I'm using 15.36, but if you want it to just be 15, let's just use 15 and then enter. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add down my background now. So I'll add my background here. Good. What I'm to do, I'm going to create a layer now, right on top of all of this. Good. And then I'm going to go to I'm going to ensure the color. I'm going to set a color here. So you come here, you click, and then this will open. Just set this. Alright. Now I'm going to go to my brush tool. This right here. If you don't have a brush, you click here. It's going to pop out. You select your brush tool. Select soft brush from here. Alright, soft brush, and then set it to 1400. So from your general brush, you select the soft brush and 1400. Alright. And I just gonna just click once. Here also click. But before we continue clicking, we'll come here to wrap our blend normal, and then I'm going to change it to linear dodge. And then here also. Alright. Okay. Okay. Good. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to import the next resource I'll be using. Go to my file, my resources. So let's start with this first. I'm just going to take this, import into Photoshop. I'm going to make a duplicate of this Ctrl J. Make a duplicate of this Ctrl J. Now one of the duplicates, I'm going to increase the size. Sorry. So you just click on it, you come to the corners here, you increase the size. I'll rotate it a bit, and I'm going to take it behind. So I'll just take it, drag and drop behind. Now this one here, I'm going to do the same thing, but before I take it behind, I'm going to change the color to white. So I'll come here, click color overlay, alright, and then you select from here color white, and then OK. So I'm going to take this, increase the size also, increase the size also, rotate it, and then I'm going to place it right here. Okay. So let's just reduce the size of that. Alright, now we'll move it behind. Now we are not done, but we're almost done. So the next thing I want to do is I'll import the last resource I'll be using. Go into my file. This is it here. Take this, drop inside of Photoshop. Take this, drag and drop inside of Photoshop. Good. Now what I want to do is I'll come here to my magic wand to selection to magic wand. I'm just going to select the white. Once I select the white, I'll press Ctrl J to create a layer of the white layer. That's it. I'm going to increase the size of this. Now what I want to do here is I'll come here, and then I'm going to click on drop shadow. Okay, so use my settings. For drop shadow. Alright, normal. Let's say the color I'm using is 062F01. Distance to spread 20, size 60. Then the angle is at 50 degrees. Set your opacity to, let's reduce the opacity a bit. So around 75, I think 75 will go. And then OK. Okay. Now next I want to do is I'll come to my shape rectangle tool. Then I'm just going to drag right across here. Okay. So I'm going to add a border. You just come to one of these dots at the corner, just click and drag in. Alright? Click and drag in. Let's change the color of this. So this is the color I'm using here. 062F01. Alright? And I'm going to reduce the opacity a bit. Good. It's 9 is okay. Now I want to add a text. So I'll come to my text tool, I'm going to click, and in quotes, I'm going to write Thank you. Thank you for sticking with us to the end. Yeah. Full stop. We are, sorry, another line. We are, sorry, we really appreciate your support. Your support. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to change color to white. Okay. And then I'm going to reduce the size of this. So I'm just going to drag it and place it right here. And so I'm going to centralize this. Let's bring this down a bit. Sorry, bring this also. We'll bring both of them. I'll also bring both of them down a bit. So centralize the text. The text and the shape. So just bring it down a bit. Enter. Need to bring this down. And now I'm going to add the last thing I want to add. Sorry, before that, let's adjust this here. Thank you. TH. Now let's adjust the last thing and add the last thing, which is the text here. So the text that you want to add is 100th day, 100th day of 100 days, 100th day of 100 days. I'm going to bring it to the center here. Now to the 100th day, I'll change the font width. I'll change the font width from regular to ultra. I'm going to increase the size of it. I'm going to do the same thing here to the 100. I'm going to change to ultra bold. I'm going to increase to 35. Good. Now I'm going to add the border. The shadow. I'll come here. I'll click on drop shadow. All right. Good. And then okay. So I'm going to rotate this. I'm going to centralize it. And then I'm going to rotate this. Let's come here. Rotate it a bit. Alright. Then let's increase the size of it. Is it too much? Okay. So with this, we've come to the end of the designs for today. And I also want to say a very big thank you to those of you that always stick with us from the beginning of the design challenge to the end of it. Alright? So thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much for staying to the end of the video. Have a wonderful day. I hope to see you in the next one.